welcome back to SCI 740.
I'm Isaac Krew with SCI 740. My name is King Davis.
My name is Aliyah Muhammad.
And we are here at the Mavericks game versus 76ers. And what a half. Like, the Mavs were trailing. Like, their defense, it kind of picked up towards the second quarter, but we need to do a better job on containing JaVale Okafor. You know, he scored 22 points in the first half.
Definitely, yes. Because, like, in the first half, the Mavericks really weren't doing so high. And I was like, this is their versus the 76ers. But every time these two teams get together, they do put on a show. But what a game. I feel like there is so much energy on the floor between Darren Williams, between Matthews, and between
Lamont Felton, yeah.
Exactly, yes. I love their energy. And Parsons is actually doing really, really, really well. It took me a while to figure out that he had the same amount of points in the first half as Darren Williams did. And I was blown away. I was like, way to go, Parsons.
Yeah, I'm happy for you to say that because earlier she was just talking a whole bunch of mess about Chandler Parsons, saying how he hesitates too much and how he needs to shoot the ball instead of hesitating.
I feel like Parsons has two hesitates.
I still haven't seen it.
He does a pump fake and then he hesitates to go to the floor. But if he does, his pump fake gets them every time. So as soon as he does that pump fake, I feel like he just needs to drive hard into the hole because he is a great shooter. He's a great driver. Whenever he comes to driving under pressure, I feel like Parsons has that in the bag. He just needs to work on that little hesitation that he has. Exactly, stop thinking. That's what he does. Like, he thinks. And it's like basketball can't move. So just like if you feel it, do it.
Think about it. When you think about it, it slows you down, you know, you hesitate.
Exactly. And I really love Matthews has 2 3s, but I still do not see my bow and arrow that I was looking for.
He did the second time.
He did not the first time, but then he was like this the whole entire time. So, alright. So we're gonna wrap it up. My name is Aliyah Muhammad.
My name's King Davis.
Alright, and we're gonna kick it to our co-host, Isaac. Welcome back to SCI 740 Sports Talk and Entertainment with Isaac. My name is Aliyah.
My name's King.
And well, we're here. The Mavericks game is over. They played the 76ers and what a blowout.
Yeah, 129 to 103. They started out pretty shaky, but they did good at the end. Like I said, they needed to work on the rebounds, and in the second half, they ended up with 7 rebounds. That's the
and only like 6 turnovers. That was amazing. Devin Harris and D. Will make their comeback today from their injuries. D. Will had about 12 points overall. Actually, excuse me, 15 points overall. Devin Harris only had 2, but hey, he's playing with sprained toe. So, what are your thoughts on that? How do you feel like they did?
I think they did pretty good. They pulled off. They executed well at the end. They could work on their defense a little better. You know, they need to build on this. And hey, we're kind of
noise out there.
How do you feel like the Mavericks?
I can't hear you, man. Say it a little bit louder. Come on.
They could just stay. They could just stay exercising, you know, getting the rehab done, getting their injuries together, get stronger every day, and just stay in the gym and, you know, stay healthy, build on top of this.
Okay, who wants to play heads or tails?
And speaking of guards,
You can win one of these three surprise envelopes. This is the best deal in town. But you got to be 18 years old or older to play heads or tails. So ladies and gentlemen, everybody stand up.
He had a couple
it's 18-year-old.
He had actually a really great player named Harris.
A phenomenal prize to start the auction off.
Here
we go.
Or whatever.
So ladies and
Lewinsky played a great game.
What you
He
do
also broke a record.
is you put your
He's the
hands
sixth
on your
player
head,
to pass
put your hands on
29,000
your
points
tail,
today. So that's a big honor for Dirk. So
heads or tails.
Congratulations.
All right, here we go.
So we're gonna wrap. Actually, we're not gonna wrap it up. We're gonna kick it to our friend
It's
Isaac
heads or tails.
there in the studio. So my name is Aaliyah.
My name's King.
Everybody here.
Welcome back to SCI 740 Sports Talk and Edutainment with Isaac. My name is Aaliyah.
My name's King.
All right, and we're here at the Mavs versus 76ers, basketball game. Now, they been kind of shaky in the first quarter, I might add. The first quarter, they had turnovers after turnovers. They let Jaleel Okafor score over
22 in the first half.
in the first half. 22 points in the first half. We talk about rookies. All right. He scored 22 points in the first half, but they definitely picked it up in the second half. How do you think the second half went?
In the second half, they picked up the rebounds, which I said they needed to improve on the first half. So that's really good. They were sharing the ball really well. JJ Barea, I think he got about like 9 assists, sharing the ball well, and that's pretty much it for the second half.
Second half was amazing, actually. Durham Williams and Devin Harris made their comeback today. For both, Durham Williams had a sprained calf muscle, and Devin Harris had a sprained toe. It was his big toe on the left side. He sprained it, but they did a great job. Durham Williams had over 15 points in the overall game. A lot of
Good too, the sauce.
he was shaking and baking. Had people on skates tonight. I might add. All right, and I think Devin Harris actually played a fairly well game. He didn't have that many points. Actually, he didn't have that much time at all in the first half. You didn't see him on the scoreboard at all, but he came back around, made 2 points. It was a very, very, very energetic play that he had. It was an assist from JJ Barea that he lobbed to Devin Harris, and Devin Harris just did a little something that go.
Talk about energetic. Lamont Felton came out with fire. Like he was calm. Like he came out. Lamont Felton, he doesn't play that too much, but when he does come out, you know he's on the court.
Definitely, most definitely. He had over 15 points as well. The team did great overall. Now, Wesley Matthews really caught my eye tonight. He had over 21 points, I think. So many threes in the first half. 2 threes in the first half. A couple of great plays in the second half. Whenever you see all 3 of those players on the floor, you're definitely in for a treat because you definitely can see that energy and they will get you the win every single time.
Speaking of wins, with this win today, the Mavericks sit 6th place in the Western Conference, 30 wins and 27 losses. We're pretty comfortable right now, but let's see how we do on Wednesday against the Oklahoma City Thunder. After losing against the Orlando Magic in overtime on Friday.
I'm pretty sure Isaac will have fun.
I'm pretty sure he's looking forward to that game.
Aren't we all? All right, my name is Aaliyah.
And my name's King.
Let's kick it to Isaac back there in the studio.
With desire to be successful, having faith in yourself, and taking action in your goals, anything is possible.
Behind us is this beautiful $1.7 million house. Oh yeah, I said it. $1.7 million house. Don't just dream, dream big.
And then dream even bigger than that. But you have to start dreaming, thinking positively, and you have to start now.
When we started Isaac Krew, which is our own sports and education talk show, we figured we needed education and guidance on how to become successful entrepreneurs and become willing to do the work.
So we decided to join an organization with a solution that could give us the tools and resources we need to achieve success.
All we needed was an education and an opportunity. And for that reason, we chose Target Evolution. Come on in and we'll introduce you to more of the crew and tell you all about how to get started.
Today, we want to encourage you guys to be your own boss and be an entrepreneur like us.
Becoming an entrepreneur gives you options in life. It allows you to take your future into your own hands and be in the driver's seat of your own destiny.
Of course, it's lots of hard work, and I do mean lots, but it's all worth it. And it all starts in your mind. If you can dream it, then you can achieve it.
you guys, great ideas like this house all start in the mind. This house had a freaking blueprint before it was built into the masterpiece we're standing in today.
It all started in the mind, then was designed on paper, way before construction started and money was involved.
It's fresh. What's up, dudes? How you doing? Like the time. Good job. What's up, Jabbar? So, what questions should someone ask themselves, while they're making their blueprint for their business? Also known as the business plan.
Well, I will ask myself a few questions like, what problem do I want to solve? How can I make a difference? Is it a product I want to design? Or is it a service I want to provide?
I would ask myself, what could I do better than most people? And how could I give back and be of service to society?
Those are great questions. There are plenty of ways to answer. But now I want to know what answers you guys that are watching have. Once you answer those questions, we'll see you in the next video.
Started yesterday.
I'm Savoy, the fan favorite, Kurt.
I'm Jabari J.B. Garrett.
My name is Aaliyah Muhammad, aka Ruby.
I'm the king of sports.
So, right now we're going to talk about the Mavs and their performance lately. In their last 5 games, they're 4-1. And lately, they've just been scoring against teams that really aren't defensively good. So I wouldn't take this stretch of their games that serious. Their real competition will come tomorrow when they play the Kings and Monday when they play the Clippers. What do you got to think about that?
The momentum that they have 4-1 in the previous 5 games, do you believe that would help them win the next games that might be more difficult because they have the momentum?
Yeah, of course. Momentum is momentum. So anybody could use momentum. It's definitely going to give them a little confidence boost. But they've been doing this against subpar teams, and we'll really see how they do against stacked up teams.
Well, I think the Mavericks have a better advantage going against the Clippers than they do against Sacramento. Let me tell you why, because we are used to playing the Clippers every year, so we pretty much have their tactics and their strategy down more than we have the Sacramento Kings. So I do think that it'll be a good match going against the Clippers, but I actually think the Clippers, I think the Clippers will pull it off with the win.
So, do you feel like the Sacramento Kings will give the Mavs a run for their money?
No, not really, because the Sacramento Kings do have a better defense than the Mavericks, but I don't think that they could push the court on offense.
Well, I personally, feel like the Mavericks should start playing their whole entire bench because they have a pretty nice bench over there, and it's like hardly any of them play now. So
You still have Vermont Belton, J.J. Barea.
I understand that, and there are good people who come off the bench, but I'm talking about the other people like Powell who sit on the bench until like the last quarter of the game, and then he decides to throw them in because they're well ahead. I feel like they can hold the lead just as well as anybody else can.
The bench is going to have to play, but of course they're going to need to have the starters in most of the game. I actually don't think the bench is as talented as you say it is, so I don't agree with that.
So why do you disagree?
Because the bench is not as good as you said it is.
So where do you feel like the bench is lacking at?
Defense, offense.
Dirk doesn't play defense.
Okay,
Okay,
makes
I'm talking to someone. What you say?
Dirk is on the team to score. That's not what his position is on the team.
Okay, who else do you feel like can just sit there and
score and not have to play defense. You have to play defense as a part of the game.
I said that's not his specialty. His specialty is offense.
Okay, and if Dirk's specialty is offense, then why can't some of the people come off the bench and play offense and that be their specialty too?
You know what? It's really killing me not to say something right
What are you going to say?
So while you said other players who have just any chance to come on and just play all offense, no defense, and Dirk does try. He's very slow. He's getting up there in age. He plays defense. He gets out on the board. So that's kind of wrong what you said. And another player that can just come in and play no type of defense, we've seen this before, my dude James Harden, J13. That dude plays no defense. Are you serious? You looking like you disagree?
No, I'm looking like we were supposed to be talking about the Mavericks.
I know, but you said another player that can just come in.
I'm talking about
But
the Mavericks.
anyway,
I was talking about the Mavericks.
anyway, while you were talking about the bench, my dude, you have a point, man. I agree with you. Because when it comes down to it, we've seen the Mavs lose games when they put their bench in. They've been up by quite a bit, and they lost. Hence, the Jazz, when they went to overtime, and they lost. Yes. Point stat.
Well, some of that's actually not because of the bench. That's just the lack of defense.
Which the defense is also played when the bench comes in. It ain't football, dude.
When I
You
saw
don't
this,
take certain people out.
When I saw the Jazz run over them, get about like 6 fast breaks in the fourth quarter, all their starters were in.
But
They were still.
But the starters don't play the whole fourth quarter. Dudes get tired. Their team is not that young.
Well,
Am I
maybe they get tired because the coach likes to leave them in the whole entire game, then decides to put the bench in at the last 5 minutes of the game.
Well,
That's actually when your starters should be in. No, that's kind of crazy. What you just said was just.
I was over exaggerating,
Out the
but you
ballpark.
understand what I was saying.
I mean, but think of it this way. The Mavs not playing the bench as much is, I mean, I can understand that because now teams are running like 6-man rotations with only, or 7-man, like that many people aren't getting in. So if you're playing against a team who's only using about 6 or 7 players of their team to play a game, like the Cavs, then you're not going to put your bench players in when they're going against Kyrie, LeBron, Kevin Love.
I understand that, but I'm not talking about games like that. The past couple of games.
Most teams are doing that though. That's
But
what
I'm
saying.
talking about the past couple of games that they've been playing, like the like the past game that they played against the Timberwolves and against all of those teams. Those are, I won't say untalented teams, but they're not as up there
So
as
far.
yeah. As he said, they're subpar. So why not put your bench in and give them PT?
That's exactly
There
how
you
you
go.
lose. That is exactly
How?
You
How?
come in, you underestimate
There
the
you
team.
go.
That's what. Did you forget?
But
This
you
is
don't.
the
You
NBA.
can put them
These
in the
dudes-
second quarter. You don't have to just throw them out there the first
Okay,
quarter.
but look, what if
It's
the
part
team?
of you can rotate the players. You don't have to just put the whole entire bench in there
Wait,
by
wait, wait,
themselves.
wait, hold on, let's speak.
I just it was
Okay,
period
look,
at
watch
the end of
it,
my
watch it,
sentence.
watch it, watch it.
Look,
Okay, I'm listening.
You can't risk close games, especially against no team in the NBA because every player is good. To be honest, they made it to the NBA. They're all good. And when you have close games, get into the fourth quarter, they can either go into overtime. You can either have people like Stephen Curry can a buzzer beater against like he did against the Thunder when people thought the Thunder was going to win the game. So like you can't risk close situations like that because there's a 50-50 chance. If you know that you can take the lead off, take the lead away at the beginning so that you won't have to worry about no comebacks or anything, you would do it. You don't want any comebacks to come back on you.
Okay, and like you said, it's the NBA. Any team can catch fire from anywhere on any given night.
Anybody.
That's why they're in the NBA. So if you put in your bench and a team just so happen to get hot, what happens in the fourth quarter to a close game? It's a 50-50 ball, but you don't get it.
If you're putting in
The
your
ref don't
bench,
call the right
I was
call.
talking about that. If you're putting in your bench and you see that the other team is getting hot or whatever, then just take your bench out. All I'm saying is give them a chance before you just sit them
You
down.
mentioned the Timberwolves, right?
Why not?
I did mention the
2 first picks. Andrew Wiggins, rookie of the year last year, that's really good. Carl Anthony Towns, first pick this year. They're both great talents that can change the game in 1 second. So, like I said, no matter who you're playing, there's always a risk of getting a lead turned over.
Well, you got That was the Dallas Mavericks Sports Talk segment. You know, crazy things y'all said. You got one other than that. I don't know what you got there from. But this is Isaac and the crew.
I love the game. I love how the Mavericks are playing. They're playing really inspired basketball. Every once in a while they get big leads and they lose it, but tonight they seem to be hitting their shots and playing defense.
They seem pretty steady today.
Yeah.
Usually the Mavs have to learn by experience. They gotta lose a little, then they start winning a little.
Yeah, I think that when they get more players together for an extended period of time, they'll start playing the game a little more fluidly and keep the big leads that they get.
Definitely.
Keep going.
Collier.
Walker Hole.
Johnny Jones. Jared Tisdale.
Amarian Jones.
Marissa Sheets.
Logan Langford.
Lainey Turner.
Kaylin Caldwell. And today we are here with Dr. Chow. Alright, so how are you enjoying the game?
I'm loving the game. They're actually doing great.
Who are you expecting to win?
Well, the Mavericks, of course.
Okay, alright. So who's your favorite player on the Mavericks?
Right now, of course, Dirk is doing great. He should be everyone's favorite player, but Chandler Parsons has really been stepping up.
I did meet a lot of superstars. I did.
All about the superstar.
And now I have a son who's 6'4", and he plays basketball. I have another son who's a point guard, and actually he's the best athlete in the family. I have another son who's 5 foot tall, and he's the best athlete in the family, out of all of us.
He is my height if I take my heels off.
Yes.
Dirk Nowitzki.
Chandler Parker.
Dirk. I'm wearing.
You wearing all Chandler Parker.
You wearing the wrong shirt.
all the defensive forced turnovers and scoring off fast breaks.
I went to Fordham University in New York, and then I was drafted by the Boston Celtics. And I played a little bit there. I played with Larry Bird and John Havlicek. So it's a long time, and I did some commercials with Magic Johnson. And got around real bit.
A great game, a well-needed game against the Nuggets last week. They did a great job on that one, and they're sitting in the 16th currently to go to playoffs. Well, Isaac, I am waiting to hear your stupid opinion. All right, and to you in the studio.
Hey, it's SDI 740. My name is Isaac Krew.
Charvis Hollyfield.
And I'm Isaac Krew. And today we have Charvis Hollyfield, and he's a champion boxer. Am I correct?
Yeah, I'm just starting out my professional career. I'm a champion.
Champion at heart. And you know, I just want to start by asking you, what is it like to have a daughter and be boxing at the same time?
It's a struggle for me, but I make it work. Mom's at work. I'm here every day with her. We don't have a solid babysitter, so I take her with me everywhere. So she's with me like 90% of the time.
So how is boxing relating to your daughter-father relationship?
Boxing is something that I've always done. I've been doing it since I was about 8 years old, off and on, until I was like 16, then I started getting real serious. And I had a couple setbacks, I don't want to get into details about that, but I'm here now. I got a daughter, she's 2 years old, and she motivates me, It motivates me to go harder and harder every day.
So was the boxing, did it begin because you were a fighter, or you just kind of worked your way into it?
I worked my way into it because my father, he was a 5th degree black belt in Taekwondo. So when I was little, he was training in Taekwondo. I loved fighting. So then after that, he stopped doing it. Then I found a boxing gym in my hometown, and I went there. I liked it. And during karate, during Taekwondo, my dad would always pull me to the side and work with my hands.
So, how is it boxing in this gym while you're boxing to see your daughter? What did that do to you?
Like I said, it gives me more motivation, makes me pick pick it up when I'm down. Like if I get tired, I look at her and I'm like, no, I'm not tired. She motivates me like really. Like, she motivates me. My biggest motivation factor right now.
So what about your mental health with your daughter?
My mental health, she keeps me straight. Like she keeps me out of trouble. I'm at home with her all the time. I'm constantly thinking about her and succeeding. So all that's on my mind is feeding her and succeeding.
So what was your childhood like?
My childhood, you know, everybody got little sketches in their childhood. I'd say mine was a little, it was okay. It was okay. Like, it wasn't perfect. I didn't have both parents growing up, but I had both of them. Like they didn't live together, raise me, but I spent time with both of them. You know, they did their part. They did what they could. And this is where I'm at now. Thanks to them.
So, how did you support yourself and your daughter before you were boxing?
Before I was boxing, I was a college student. I went to Bowling Green State University in Ohio. That's when we're really from Ohio. And I got married. My wife, she's a nail technician, and she takes care of a lot of stuff right now while I'm training. And then when I fight, I usually just give her all the money because she's getting the money anyway. And you know, it just balances out everything.
So, what would you say would be your biggest struggle?
My biggest struggle is having free time. Like, you need some free time, like to go clear your mind sometimes, go think, you know. Like you can't just always be working out. You gotta enjoy your life while you're living it too. So I really don't have any free time. I got my daughter, I got my wife, she's at work. And when she's off work, we spend time together. That's probably the most free time we get. Like, we like to take vacations and stuff, but right now that's not on.
So, if you could go back in your life and change anything, what would you change?
I would change I think I came out just fine. So, everything happens for a reason. That's just how it is. You know, you can't do nothing about the past. You can hope you can change something, but you can't change it. You just gotta deal with it, roll with it. It's like boxing, roll with the punches and counters.
So what would you say be your biggest regret?
My biggest regret would be not finishing college.
If you were to finish college, how much better do you think you would be?
I think I would have a better mindset of a backup plan for when I'm done boxing.
Emotional distress.
What's your daughter's name?
Her name is Tegan.
Tegan?
Yeah.
A very busy marriage who got much more than she bargained. What you are not getting is any money. In this case, you failed to convince us that the defendant's conduct was responsible for your getting pneumonia.
She's
The pictures of
I'm from Fremont, Ohio. I'm one of the only people out of my town to actually leave that town and go do something with myself because I believe this. So right now I'm out here on the win and I'm making my dreams come true. And you know, I just gotta keep going. That's what you gotta do. You gotta keep going. If you got a dream, go with it. Don't let nobody tell you nothing different. They tried to tell me, man, you're not doing anything. That's you. That's you telling me that, so I'm not gonna listen to that. So I know what I can do. I know what I'm capable of, and it's got me this far, and I'm not stopping now.
So what would you tell a kid who people are also telling they can't do this or they can't do that? What would you say to them to keep them going?
I would say just believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. That's all you need. You don't need nobody else. You got yourself. Struggling. I don't like struggling. I hate struggling. I hate being poor. I hate. But the thing about being poor, it teaches you appreciation. I appreciate everything that I have, everything that I ever had. I appreciate the life that I have. I appreciate the family that I have. I appreciate the house that we live in, the car I drive, the food. You know, I appreciate every single thing that I have. I don't take nothing for granted. Because I know what it's like to not have things, to not have anything. I am looking for sponsorship. It's just I'm not totally sure what sponsors do. I'm not the type to ask for something, you know what I'm saying? I don't like asking for handouts or anything like that. But that's not what I'm saying sponsorship is. I know the sponsor will help, you know what I'm saying? They'll help you with whatever it is that you need help with. And, you know, I just always was the type to get it on my own. I got it some kind of way.
So go ahead and tell everybody out there your name so they know who you are.
I'm Charvis Hollyfield. I'm from Fremont, Ohio. I now reside in Las Vegas. I train at the Mayweather Boxing Club. I've been out here for 2 years, and I'm just out here making my dreams come true. They're helping me, they're guiding me, showing me how to do these things. I'm following directions.
So how exactly can they reach out to you?
You can reach out to me at Facebook, Charvis B. Hollyfield. Or Instagram at Charvis Hollyfield. I don't have a Twitter or
So this is SDL 740 with Charvis Hollyfield Trio. We are signing off. SDL 740.
Okay, what fucking both say? Fucking? Okay. Heard you got a new car.
Yeah.
Okay. Who gave you a nice new car?
Floyd gave me the car. Floyd Mayweather gave me the car.
What?
He went.
Money Man?
Yep.
Oh my God, that's nice.
Yep. He see me coming here with my daughter and stuff every day. He said he admires my grind because most people use that as an excuse not to come to the gym.
Right.
But I got her with me every day, and I'm working hard. It ain't stopping me. And
yeah, man, and your daughter is a star up in here.
Yeah, everybody knows her.
Every once in a while, she come in here with an attitude and just don't want to mess with nobody.
Yeah.
You know,
exactly.
but we love her up in here.
Yeah, we do. I appreciate that. She does
all right,
too.
man. So did they take your car shop and they say here?
Nah, one Friday night, Floyd, he was like, he said something to P. Rilla. He was like, "Hey man, call Chop. I gotta get my dude something." He was talking about me. I didn't realize it, but then he called my name. He said, "Charvis, come here. I'm gonna have dude ride with you out to the shop. Y'all gonna FaceTime me and show me what's on the lot." So we FaceTimed him, showed him what's on the lot, and he saw that Durango. He said, "Get him that right there." So I ain't even pick it. I was like, "Damn, that's what's up."
That's nice, man.
That's dope.
That's dope.
Yeah.
What kind?
What kind of what?
Dope.
And right here with us, we have Paul. And can you tell us a little bit about